you hear the fan, baby? Mateo? Are you listening?
Yeah.
Are you listening to the live? I was Instagram. I was just trying to see if you could see the live. It's not my personal Instagram. It's my planner Instagram. Paperprincess.j. Okay, you can hear me. Like, you can hear the fan? Can you still hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me now? Hold on.
Dear Haley, I can't remember the last time I felt this nervous. You always dreamed like
Yeah, I don't know how to do any of that.
Okay. So whatever happens, I'll wear my courage just like you did.
Oops. Wrong one.
Under your home auto with Progressive, you'll get round the clock protection.
You might be tempted to talk about the less value. Go ahead. Because 10 indulgences for $3 less makes you no chance. Like you might think you need to off now. But you don't. Just use the one for coming to that. No mental thoughts. Really good.
Do you ever wonder how Nectar can offer such an incredible deal for their adjustable bundle? This bundle includes the Nectar mattress, cooling pillows, a mattress protector, sheet set, and an adjustable bed frame. You can literally save thousands by hopping on this deal. It even has custom head and foot settings, USB ports, a remote with settings like zero gravity, back massage, and anti-snoring. This is a PSA to run to Nectar's site before this deal ends, so you can start getting the best sleep of your life.
you leave my life, baby? You suck. Oh. Are you on there again? Did you find it?
Yeah.
It keeps loading though. Can you? I switched the internet, so hopefully. Because my. Are you? Man. Did it load in yet? I'm gonna be very sad if I can't do this today. There it goes. Because it's not working whatsoever when it's because of the internet. That one wasn't working very well. No. Is it working? This has a very long delay. Okay. It is working. It's taking its time. Okay. Hopefully this works out like how I want it. So I switched to the home one, so hopefully that works out. How's yours doing? Is yours lagging? Okay. Okay. Oh, I clicked something. Okay. So, while we're here, my name's Angel. I am the creator of The Paper Princess, and I am working to start my own business in stationery as well as planners. I design my own planners and I've been printing them out. I believe I have a couple sales already, but yeah. I'm hoping to do one of these at least once a month. I'm thinking at the end or at the beginning of each month. I think at the end of each month would be more beneficial. So I think I am going to end up doing it the next one in March at the end of February. Let me see what that date is. Yeah. So I think that day will end up being the 28th of February. Because the 28th is going to be the next Friday, or next Saturday. Sorry, I can't think. My brain hurts. But, yeah. So today I'm going to end up working on planning for my paper planners finish my February, and then start putting in dates for March. I'm going to plan out my weeklies, set up my journal. Yeah, I think that's going to go on for about an hour. Then we'll probably end up taking a 15-minute break. And then for the second part, we'll end up doing content planning for the rest of February. And then lastly, we'll take another break, and I think we'll go into more of like in-depth content creation. But if we spend more time content planning as well as just planning in February and March, I think that's okay. It's gonna take time, and we're gonna figure it out. But yeah, if you have any questions at all, please ask. I'm happy to answer any questions. If you want to know more about the brand, more about me, I'm very happy to answer any questions. Yes. So I am having some issues with some of the camera angles as well as internet. So if it's laggy or if it's not working, please let me know if there's any issues. Okay. There is issues. I'm working on it. So I think I'm gonna go to this one really quick and kind of go this way, go down this road. Because it looks as if my Notion is not working either. Okay, I know you can see my leg. I hope everything looks good. I'm gonna try to answer the questions as soon as I see them. Hold on. There you go. Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna try to answer any questions that I see. If I don't see them, I apologize. I am currently working on trying to find a better kind of camera situation, because it looks like this one's not the greatest. As you can see, I have my live here, so whenever a comment pops up, I will try and answer it. The only reason my camera ends up looking like this is specifically because I don't have the right camera situation. Currently I'm just using my phone on screen mirroring mode. So, yeah, that's fun. So first I think I'm going to kind of go do a flip through all of my pages. I don't think I'll give very in-depth kind of views unless you want to see a page specifically. But yeah, so I have this planner, which is going to be my kind of everyday, my yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily. And then I have my little elephant charms on top. That is one of my favorite animals, an elephant. I have a bunch of pictures of me and my husband in here. And then I have like an entire tasks, ideas, and to-dos list. I ended up making it from my my notes app, specifically because I just felt like I needed to do some of this, and a lot of the items weren't going to be easy trying to put in and stuff like that. Okay, so for the flip through, I end up having like a little February monthly thing here, and then on the back I have more pictures of me and my husband. Then I have a Here at a Glance from Cloth and Paper. So I think the only thing I have that's cloth and paper in here is going to be this vellum yearly, as well as a couple, I think I have a couple of calling cards and a dashboard in here. So I think that's what I have in here so far. This is from Jane's Agenda. I absolutely love this. All of her nature themed ones are so pretty. So this is one of the pages I've actually designed. So most of the pages that are going to have a grid on it are going to be mine. I'll tell you which ones are not. But I made this, the 2026 page. Then I have a running task list, which is most of whatever this is going to go onto this, so I can kind of gauge what exactly is going on each of my months. And then I have my introduction page, which is why it's covered with a sticker paper. And then I have a book blessing. This is going to be basically kind of, sorry, trying to think of the words. This is going to be more of like my spiritual page, opening up my journal, and this is kind of like my prayer type situation. It's just to make sure that the book is blessed and it is perfect and how I want it, to make sure there's no bad energy when I come into this journal. And then I do have something called the Systems of Angel. So this is going to be all of my systems. I've taken a social work class and they actually told me about the Eco Map. And that is what this is. This is an Eco Map, so it has who I am as a person and what I like to do. Who I am and who I want to be. So, yeah. Then I have my All About Me section. That's pretty self-explanatory. There's not much for this one, but yeah. So the next page is my I Am Future Me. This is my I Am manifestation. Yeah, it's just basically who I want to be by the end of the year, and I'm saying it in a present tense, so I'm able to work towards those goals and feel like I am doing better at those goals. And then I have my Who Am I by 2027. So this, I'm going to end up making stickers to decorate this and dress her up how I want to look, what I want to be doing, physical-wise, and just everything like that. Then I have my yearly theme, and it's broken down by months. So my yearly theme is actually book genres. So I have fantasy, small town romance, adventure, historic fantasy, classics, horror, dark romance, mystery, science fiction, thriller, fairy tale, and Christmas stories. So these are basically going to brand each of my months, and that's going to decide what books I am reading for those months. So I have a really long TBR, so this is kind of going to help me get through that. My goal is to read at least 50 books throughout the year. And then I have this little card that says time to take the moment, and this is from Baddies and Budgets. This came in her Christmas box, so it's really nice, and this also came from Baddies and Budgets. It's so cute. And then the little Starbucks cup. I ended up getting this vellum from Jane's Agenda, as well as this cover. And then I have another picture of my husband, a couple of Panda Express fortune cookie pieces that I really liked. And then I have a couple of calling cards in here, some washi tape, a penny, a lucky penny. And then this little calling card actually has some sticky notes that are for school. I am currently in college, going to graduate by the end of May, hopefully. And then this is that page that I was saying came from Cloth and Paper. And it actually holds all of my sticky notes, my sticky tabs and stuff like that. And then I do have some sticker paper in here. Apparently it doesn't work very well, but it holds some stickers. I have 2 pages. I have one for more of like decorative, and then this one's going to be more of like business-wise. I try to keep them in here because it flattens it, but not very well. Then I have my collections divider. So in my collections divider, I have my routines, ones that need to be revised. I have my movie premieres, so this is going to be all of the movies that I want to watch throughout the year, what movies I do watch throughout the year. I do need to add a couple of movies. Ooh, I do need to color in a couple of movies, actually. I'll wait to do that in just a minute. No, I won't, because I will forget. I know myself, and I know I will forget. It just came out on Peacock, Black Phone 2. It was so good. If you like the original Black Phone, if you like kind of suspenseful movies, this is an amazing movie. So I throw that one in. I filled this one out today. So I've watched a couple of shows. I'm not a real big show person, but I did start watching shows because my husband likes more of the older shows. I've actually created a wish list for myself so I can write down the stuff that I like, stuff I want, so I actually have an idea throughout the entire year of what I want. Then I have more of like a tarot card inventory. I like to just use them mostly to kind of gauge my year and see how that's going. I have moon phases, and then I have my astrology breakdown. So that's just going to explain what the houses are in that and stuff like that. Then I have in my calendar section, before my yearly, I have my inbox page. which is going to have these little boxes here, as you can see, and they're gonna hold sticky notes throughout the year. I already cleared out all my sticky notes. And then this is just my 2025 reflection. I come back and I look at it and yeah, just come back, reflect later on. This is my yearly section. I ended up getting both of these from Baddies and Budgets. And then I have my 2026 mentality. So this is actually going to hold all of my... This is going to hold basically my entire mentality, what I want to be mentally, and kind of how I want to learn to express myself throughout the year. I feel like that's a really good just kind of manifestation and pushing that out there. Then I have my Wheel of the Year spread. I've done it, it's just I didn't put the written areas on there. And then I have my entire year for 2026 written on here. I believe the background was a freebie that I ended up using for the background in this. So yeah, that was really nice. And then I have my year at a glance. So this is going to hold all of the larger events coming up, if it's a travel situation, if it's a holiday. But I don't put birthdays because I have a birthday tracker here. So this is going to have all the birthdays that I have throughout the year, as well as any appointments and meetings that I have. We are going to be seeing this again later today because I am going to actually go through and do that. And we are also going to be seeing this again because this is my monthly summaries. So after each month I'm going to go through and write a little summary about how my month was, or if there's something that happened throughout the month, I'll go in and write that just to make sure that I actually have everything filled out. I have my yearly brainstorm. There's not much on there because I kind of figured it out as I went. Then I have my yearly goals. So I have 6 categories. I have my personal identity, I have my financial health, my skill mastery, professional development, recreational balance, as well as intellectual growth. All of those are really nice, especially in my life because I kind of want to do better in all of my life areas. Because I have so much I want to do throughout the year. I want to start doing more content creation. I want to graduate college. I want to study abroad. There's a lot of different things that I really want to do. And then for each of my goal areas, so all of these here, the 1 through 6, I have one for each page. I have a specific vision board for it, as well as I have specific tasks that I want to complete for that goal to feel like I have actually completed that goal. So I feel like that would be really nice. So that one was personal identity. This one was my financial health. Then I have my skill mastery. And then the last 3, I have not completed the task list yet. So I may work on that, but it takes a minute, so I may work on that after. Then I have my professional development. So it's going to have all of my professional development goals I want to meet. Then I have my recreational balance, as well as my intellectual goals. So just everything I want to complete throughout the year. I wanted to specifically show exactly what I want in my year. So then I have my yearly goal analytics. Every time I finish a goal area in each of my months, I actually use this in each of my months, and I color it in based on the amount of goals I have and what tasks I did to complete those goals. And those will kind of reference over to this. I'll give each one a percentage, and at the end of the year I'm going to decide if I actually completed my goals. I think I'm going to be, if I did over 75%, I'm going to complete my goal. Then I have my yearly planning checklist. I am going to complete these 3s because it's easy to do, it's not hard. I did complete most of February's. I think I only have the monthly content and the business activity, as well as the monthly finance check-in. I still need to make the monthly finance check-in. I haven't done that yet. So that is a part of my existing list in the pink to add. I have a lot of ideas. You'll see later on in my business planner, all of those. So I will actually do the kind of business planner after that 15-minute break later on. So I do have my yearly habit tracker. This is specifically for my moods. So I'm going to go through my journal and kind of color in the moods on my yearly habits. This can be used for anything. Anybody can use it for anything. I'm specifically going to use it for my mood because I want to decide on what moods I've been feeling mostly. Are you still in my life, baby? Okay. I do have my yearly cleaning checklist as well. So it's just the things. We currently live with my husband's family, so I don't have very much to clean. It's mostly just my room, decluttering, making sure the bathroom's clean. We have a mini fridge in our room, so making sure the fridge and the room kitchen's clean. Any washing that needs to be done. So obviously you can read this and see whatever works for you, but this is what works for me. You are going to see this again because I do need to write my bills out. But yeah, so I have my yearly budget. I have any income that I'm making throughout the year, my bills, my yearly subscription, and any debt that I owe, which is a lot. And then I have my 2 savings list pages. So this is going to be for the entire year. I have, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 sections. So for these 18 sections, it's going to be more for just anything long term that I want to save for. As you can see that I have all of these. So it's kind of a good amount of stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to refresh. I'm trying to refresh this because it's supposed to be working and showing me what I'm looking at, but it's not working very well. Anyway, we'll just ignore that. Then I have my yearly bingo. So I have just this entire thing. I filled it up myself with things I want to do throughout the year and things that I can achieve for my own will, as well as I have, well, that wasn't on my bingo card. These are the things that I didn't expect to happen throughout the year. And then I have my KTF bucket list. So this is just before I die. This is what I want to do. This isn't all I want to do. I do have more of a guide in the back that I did want to put on there, but yeah. And then these are my daily notes. I do have a quarterly planner as well. So this is going to go for all of my quarterly goal areas. This unfortunately isn't filled out, so I need to fill this one out as well. Quarter 1 is made for prep, so for me at least, it is a prep quarter to make sure that everything is in line for when I do want to actually push action into these goals. So it's just basically the setup, the starting, the planning, all of that. So this is my seasonal bucket list. So for the 3 months, there is a bunch of things that I can do throughout the month. And then I have my quarterly vision boards, as well as a brainstorm. And then I have my goals list. This was a little thing that I was talking about. This is going to be the one for the quarterlies. So the monthlies are going to go based on the quarterlies, and then the quarterlies are all going to go towards the yearly, if that makes sense. It's just breaking it down into smaller chunks so I have more leeway to kind of be like, oh yeah, out of these 4 months, I completed my number 1 goal 4 times. So I have 100% in that area. I completed the professional development only once. So that's going to be 25%. So it makes it a little bit easier for me. Then I have my quarterly checklist, so I broke each month down, and this is just going to be the things that I need to do in every month for each quarter. So it's not like the yearly checklist. The yearly checklist is the thing that I need to keep track of per month. This is going to be more of things that I think of during that quarter, and that doesn't need to happen every quarter. And then this is my quarterly checklist. Oh yeah, this is my quarterly cleaning checklist. I'm sorry, I was reading this up here in the top corner. So this is gonna have like the things I need to clean, especially declutter. So I have declutter, I have computer, I have my phone, I have my iPad, then I have desk and bedroom, just to make sure that everything's kind of clean. I also have a quarter one reflection. So I have this for every quarter. I think the only thing that is different is at the end of quarter 2, I do have a half year reflection, which is like 5 pages. So it's a lot, but I like to keep track of what I do throughout each of my just months in general. And then I love this little bow. This is my bow from Baddies and Budgets. I love from the Christmas box. So perfect. I love that bow. I actually got these discs from that that box as well. It fits so perfect with my brown cover. And then this card is actually from Baddies and Budgets as well. And then each of my months I do a month. This is monthly checklist. I do need to revise this. Okay. So yeah, I do need to revise this. I did put revise and designs reflection, but this is my monthly reflection. I have one for each of my months, and then on the back I have my memory tracker. This is where I'm gonna end up sticking all of the pictures throughout the month that I took. I am trying my best to take pictures of everything. Like there's this really cool event today happening at my job for the Lunar New Year. They actually had the dragons, the people dancing on the dragons. It was so cool. And then I have February, so this is going to be my February vinyl with a little archive section in the back. Both of these are from Jane's Agenda. And for each of my months, I'm actually designing stickers for the front page. So this is my February book cover for my Small Town Romance. There you go. I'm sorry. If you hear me blank, I'm trying to think and it's not working. I do have my monthly tarot reading, as well as my February month at a glance. So I do need to complete my quote and my word of the month. So we're going to end up trying to find that later. Then we have my February monthly. We're going to end up adding some more items in this, but it has like all the different events. I believe red is the events, blue is the larger assignments, and then black is just my class. Sorry, I'm trying to think because I know I put Super Bowl, so I may have just grabbed the wrong pin. Love when I do that. And we are going to end up completing the February vision board today. Then I have my monthly goals tarot reading. This helps me kind of define what goals I kind of want to focus on for the month. And what I should be focusing on for this month. This one is my completed February brainstorm. I have my completed February goals. And then throughout the month as I go, I'm going to continue to fill this in. So this is what I was talking about. Each month I have one of these that goes to the quarterly, and then the quarterly goes to the yearly. And I have my monthly checklist. So you'll see that I have like random notes around. But yeah. I did this. I absolutely love this. That's so cute. And then I have my monthly cleaning checklist. I don't have a lot on it, but I do know I want to clean up my desk. I want to clean up my closet, do my bed and under the bed, laundry, other declutter. So I'm going to end up going through these and filling them out today as well. So we're going to focus on February specifically. I'm going to backlog this area. I don't have any appointments. I don't have any later appointments. None of these need to be filled out, but this does need to be filled out. And then February 1st, snow moon, and then I have the new moon. That has to wait till the 17th. And then I have my monthly February checklist. And then I have March. And then here's that book cover for March that I designed. And then I ended up making these on Canva. I put it through with laminate, and yeah, I stuck it on here. I absolutely love this. I think it's so cute. I'm very proud to see how I actually did it because I was so confused because I'm not good at using my brain like that. I'm great at designing like basic pages, but not the best at doing that. So next we're going to move to the weekly because I just wanted to make sure I got to show you at least one monthly. We're also going to focus on doing for the weeklies for the rest of this month. So I'm going to show you last week because I didn't do one for this week. So I have a goal section. I have my monthly or my weekly workouts. I have my weekly chores, anything I need to shop for, my brain dump, weekly checklist. This kind of shows you what week it is, and then this is a little note section. Then I have one for personal, work, school, and notes. And when you come over here, it is completely blank. So this is basically what I like to use on a normal basis because I can choose what I want. So I still have this, and you can see that there's nothing on the top. This is just my own workings. So we're going to come back to that, and we're going to fill out the next couple of weeks. Not including this week, because this week, unfortunately, I failed slightly. And then at the end, we have my task list. These ones are going to be basically my dailies that if I choose to use them, then that's what I'm going to do. But these are basically my dailies. So, yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start off with February, plan that. Yeah, and then we're going to do some backlogging and work on the weeklies after, and then move to whatever I decide next instance. So I'm going to grab all of my pensies. I know it looks like I'm not wearing pants. I promise I am wearing pants. My shirt's just longer than my pants. Okay. So this one. I think what we're going to do first is we're going to look for a quote in the word of the month. Since my theme is small town romance, I think that's what I'm going to look for. I always look on Pinterest first. So I always look on Pinterest. Let's look up small town romance quotes. Ooh, that was white. Something that's inspiring. Ooh. There are all kinds of love in this world, but never the same love twice. That one's cute. I'm coming to the cottage. Weird way to propose, but yes. I love this one. This one's it. I'm going to love her in all the quiet ways, the slow ways, the loud and obnoxious ways. I think I really like that one, just because that's kind of what I want this year, is I just want to love myself in all of these ways. I want to be loud, I want to be quiet, I want it to be slow, I want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. And this is definitely something that I'm going to push forward this year. I'm going to emphasize quiet. I'm going to emphasize all of those things. All the quiet ways. Slow ways. I think that one's really cute and it means a lot too. Now let's look for a word. Sorry, I'm gonna stick my face in the camera when I'm literally probably now. Something I kind of want to learn or something that I want to do. That's kind of what I base my word off of, is something that I want to do or something that I want to kind of resemble throughout my month. I think I'm going to use epiphany, because that's something I want. I want to have that moment of clarity, to be able to see what's coming through. I think, yeah, that's what I want to use. So now I'm going to go to Google and use that. Ignore my search. I had to do that for a project. All you seen was pictures of Mr. Miyagi. Ah! What was that? Oh, yes. Perfect. And then I think I'm gonna go over that with red, because I really like the way the red looks. Are you talking? To who? To who? Is he gonna make fun of me? Okay. So I'm going to write the definition. is not, that is not correct. Okay, we're just going to use the definition then. Actually, let's look up specifically definition. We'll do that. No, it didn't. Okay. Well, just as it is. A sudden, profound, and often life-changing realization. And I think I'm also going to add the second part, a moment that reveals the true essence of something. I am going to turn the music up a little bit so there's something to kind of listen to as well. So when I am quiet, it's not so quiet where it's like, wow, it's really dead. Why did you recall? Why did you recall? Huh? In which gym? Oh. Makes sense. Okay. And then for February, let me double check and see if I have any dates to add. Not on this one. And unfortunately, I now have to look at this because I think I can't work. I do need to check my email. Okay, there's nothing for this month, so that's a win. So when I do, I need to double check this for March. I think I have everything kind of written down. Actually, I do have one date. So I am actually joining a mentor program where I'm going to receive a mentor. So hopefully I actually get a mentor. So Okay, so these are done, and now we're actually gonna do the vision board. I love my vision board. So in here, I actually hold all of my vision board stickers that I made. It's just in like crappy little envelopes, but like, see, I have my skills mastery, I have my financial health, personal identity, I have my recreational balance, professional development, intellectual growth, and then I also have little decor stickers and quotes. And then I made a couple more just in case, because I didn't want to waste paper. So I made them. Okay. So this one's actually going to be my monthly, so I'm going to look at my goals really quick and see kind of what the ones I made were, and go based on that. It is probably going to be quiet for a second, that's why I put music on, so it's not as quiet. I'm sorry. Okay. So the first one I chose was intellectual growth. Excuse me. I am going to end up cutting these as well. So I have that one. So my goals for intellectual growth this month are going to be actively managing stress around school, accepting help coming from others, getting a week ahead in my assignments. So I think I'm going to mostly add, bless you, more of like studying. I'm going to do those too. Most of my images are pretty big, so they're gonna take up a lot more room. And I also don't have a lot of pictures of intellectual growth. I may have to print more. But these are all on sticker paper, so when I cut them, I can just take them off and stick them. I actually got my sticker paper, 500 pages of sticker paper from Amazon. So, okay. So this one's going to be my professional development. I ended up grabbing my professional development one for next. Those goals are going to be preserve professional aspirations, focus on TPP, which is the planner or the Paper Princess, throughout February for drop in March. Surprise. Get Shopify shop ready. Create the Paper Princess process for business, and then plug in electronics at night. I have a bad habit of not actually plugging in my electronics at night, so that's something I really do want to start working on. So I'm not going to do that one. I think I am going to focus more of like social media, content creation, because that is a really big goal, as well as if I have any more of Shopify. Ooh, that was a really cute one. That one is my CEO Boss Girly. Let's see. If I have any more, I do want to work on some editing. I do want to learn how to edit a little bit better. I feel like that would be a great one. Oh, look at that. Okay, and that one. I feel like that one's a really good one. That one shows plugged in items. Women in STEM. Okay. And then I think I need someone. So I feel like this month I am going to be more focused on kind of my professional development, because that is something I'm really interested in growing. Because that could also help me get to all of my other goal areas. That's something that kind of connects everything. So it makes me really want to focus more on that one. So let's go next to recreational balance. That's the next one. As you can see, some of these are already cut. I am going to have to cut the rest of them, but that's because for my my yearly vision boards, that's kind of what I made. So for my recreational balance this month, sorry. For my recreational balance this month, I want to build confidence with consistent self-care, use boredom as motivation to become healthier, which is more of like I want to use my boredom to go work out instead of sitting on my bed reading a book. be more self-absorbed in a self-care way. So I want to take care of myself, focus only on myself, and actually do it, because I have a bad habit of not actually going to the gym when I want to go to when I am supposed to go to the gym, because I'm afraid of going by myself. So I kind of want to beat that, because I can do a lot more once I get over that hill. Plan and prep more meals, and then begin my content journey. I don't want to do it just for professional development. I do want to do it for recreational balance, which is also why I put more of the content creation on there as well. So I think, let's see, I'm going to leave the homemaking. I do want to put that one on there. I do want to focus more on my planning too. I have been not stepping at my game. Okay. I have a lot of different things in here because I want to do a lot this year. Am I gonna get it all done? Probably not, but I do want to write a book, so I could probably get the bones done and actually write the book next year, especially with how much is going on. Ooh, I don't have anything social for this month. Ooh, those are going to be great for April. If anyone knows what the Paper World Expo is, I'm going to do that in April, so that's going to be so much fun. Those would be the perfect pictures for that. I'm going to put that there for kind of like the self-care journey. Okay, I think those ones are great. Even though I only put 3. It's fine. And most of these pictures are not going to fit on there, but I am going to try to fit it on there. So you're going to see me kind of collage this. Next is my personal identity. What I want to focus on for my personal identity is kind of journaling my mood and track all of that daily. I did my best last month. I do have a couple of days, especially this week, but I do normally go back and backtrack on those. I will actually show you that in just a second too, kind of for reference. I want to clean up my bedroom, especially kind of clean it out, organize it, make sure everything looks nice, and then I do want to make a dedicated reflection time every week, so I do want to make time for myself. I think that's what I'm going to do on my admin days. On my admin days, I have Saturdays and Sundays, but if I can't get to Saturdays, I normally do it Sundays, because I normally get off at like 6, so I have a little bit of time after if I don't have homework, which is why I'm trying to do my homework ahead of time. Perfect, so let me find those. I don't even have any cleaning ones on here. A lot of these can have double meaning too. Oop, there is cleaning. Haha! I didn't realize I actually had that one. Of course I had it. Okay. So I have the tracking, I have the... I think that should be good. Yeah, I'm not going to do the rest of those. I think that should be good. Anyone new in here, feel free to ask questions. I will answer. I am checking the screen ever so often. But yeah, feel free to ask questions if you want to know anything specific. I did show my planner already, my regular planner, so I'm just planning out the month of February if you guys want to join me. I do have some lo-fi playing on in the background to make sure that it's not just dead silence when I get focused, because I do that often. So the next one is going to be financial health. So for the goals for that one, I have pay off at least 2 of my debts this month, which I did already. I'm so happy. I paid off 3, I think, already in the beginning of the month. So I think I need to raise that, but I'm going to actually cross this one off. I'm still going to add it to the vision board because I am doing the vision board slightly off. I also did set money aside for my vacation in April. I'm still putting that, and then track my monthly expenses. So I do need to do that. I need to do that weekly to make sure that I'm not overspending. So I think I'm going to use this one for setting. No, I'm not going to use that one. I was close. This one. I'm gonna use this one for setting money aside. Pay off at least 2 debts. No! I don't know where that went. That's sad. Didn't mean to do that. Actually, I'm gonna use that. I may be broke, but I still gotta be up with it. Okay. Put that one away. So, I literally am almost finished with already one of my goal areas. Oh, I found it! I'm so glad I saw that, because I may have cried. Even though I could just reprint it, I don't want to reprint it. Okay, this is my skill mastery. There's not a lot here because a lot of my skill mastery is also between a recreational balance and my professional development. So it's nothing too crazy. Excuse me. Okay. So my skill mastery goals are share my knowledge, engage with others. Oh man. Give me 2 seconds to breathe and we'll be back. Okay. Begin skill building activities without waiting for perfect conditions. I have a really bad issue with actually doing it because I'm afraid of not being perfect or not doing it right. Like I have to complete all the research before I do it. I just need to get over the fear of just jumping in and just jump in. And then practice regularly on reflection on skill development journey. So it's just I want to do more reflections on what I'm able to do with my skills and what I'm learning, and basically just go and write on that more. So let's go ahead and kind of do this. A lot of these are mostly, yeah, those ones aren't what I want, but I am going to use this one because I do kind of want to envision this as like a Zoom meeting where I'm presenting. So I think I am just going to cut out kind of the screen and the notes and kind of use that one, but I am going to keep only one for that one. I don't think I need any decor. I don't think I need any notes. I think everything should be fun. Actually, that's cute. I want that. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else. I think I'm good. Everything's good. And then I definitely don't need any quotes, but I still have those there. So, I'm going to be quiet for a second because I am going to start cutting. So if you guys are planning with me, and I am going to shut up for 2 seconds. like I said, I am slightly a perfectionist, so I'm trying not to do these extremely perfect. Try the best. Because the more I try to do the perfect, the more it's going to take me. Just want to make sure underneath it.
Better internet? Cox Internet has the fast, reliable speeds you're looking for. Get Cox 3
Like a good day.
internet with a 2-year plan, price on guarantee, plus equipment included. Switch today. Taxes and fees excluded from price guarantee. Daily drive will be 12.9 is out. Link drive, 5, and control grid with a lightweight mold.
Weirdly, my scissors are sticky, so that's why you see me petting the blade.
With Clorox, you can unleash the bleach on linoleum.
The $10 gotta have it meal kit. A fresh sandwich with fresh sourdough and fresh avocado and a fresh side for a fresh price. The $10 gotta have it meal deal.
But every day feels the same. Once more, I need an adventure. So Kenny goes to Expedia. The one place you go to go places.
Yeah, my bad.
It look like right now, but might stay later.
But now, an hour later, you see say,
Thanks, voiceless guy.
the more Ken travels, the more he saves. Bundling flights, stays, and cars. Good news, you even got this rental with his rewards.
And that.
I think the rest of these, I think I'm just gonna cut out the actual rectangle and use those as like base points that I can kind of collage over. Because the rest of those are more of like smaller ones. Yeah, I really like how I can take this one multiple ways, especially since there's like stuff plugged in and there's a mic, so I can take it as I want to plug in my items or I want to do more content creation. That one's more of like a mixed variable. You can kind of choose whatever you want to do with that one. Sorry, random thoughts. So for these stickers, I don't really use any laminate because I don't want it to get too bulky or too heavy. If I was to use laminate on these, like I did for the page cover, or for the monthly book covers, I feel like it would just get too bulky and turn weird, and then I wouldn't be able to kind of manipulate what I want on it. So, yeah. Sorry, I just thought about that one too. I don't think I want to see that picture. I just want the iPad. Finally done cutting. We're gonna leave these to the side for a little memento so I can go put those away in a second. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is put down all of the regular full-size squares down that I have. And then all of these are decorations. This one kind of has more room down. I like to keep everything under the vision board words just because I know what it is, but it looks nicer when everything kind of says something, especially because most of the pages that I create actually say like what kind of page it is, because everything is more undated. You can kind of choose whatever you want to do with it. It's just really nice. The more I overlap with the larger ones, the more fast after I eat more.
I still have some left.
Okay. I was like, we can share. Are you okay with eating that for dinner? There's no meat soap. This may not be going there. I know it looks a little weird because I'm literally walking everything, but I promise there's a process. You can always see it. I try to make sure I can see at least everything, at least one of everything. Like a piece. Bless me. Thank you. And then I think just finish with the six. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cover part of the word, I guess. But I do really want to keep this one on there because I do want some. But the rest, I think they go back to their things. Yeah, can I actually put it right here? Yeah, that's perfect. Yep. Set my order. See? Cool. I got it to work like how I wanted. I feel like this is the worst part of like stickers is when you can't do it and like the vendor stickers to get the back off. Okay, so we can go ahead and put this back. This goes into recreational bags. This goes in. And then this last one goes into financial. Six. See? And now we have our completed vision board for the month of February.
Why is everyone ditching their old mattress for this one? I now understand
So,
why
this
this
is
spiral
done.
mattress has thousands of lives.
I'm gonna go throw
I got
this
the luxury
in
suite
the
bundle with bedroom,
trash
home,
away.
table, sheet set, and a mattress protector. I saved up to 50%. I ended up saving thousands of dollars. Sonic $6 all-American Smash. Thompson's Burger Cream Cheese. Smash maker order across the sides. Chocolate, $6. Big burger, that's a Sonic all-American Smash. $6 a day.
I'm gonna put my stickers back really quick. Do those. I like to kind of keep them organized because I do, like, I want to kind of keep them separate to themselves. Awesome. Put away. All done. And then, like I was mentioning, I will show you my journal. I'll actually show you right now because that will probably be more beneficial. So this is kind of like sizes for the stickers that I made. So that's what's hanging back here. I do, each month I go through and I take pictures that I use throughout the month and kind of put them in here. And then as for journaling, that's what I've been doing. You can see that some of them I have journaled, some of them I kind of lost track. Especially last week. I just stopped filling things in, I guess. So, we're going to come back to this in just a second for my... When we do our when I do my weeklies, this is what I'm gonna end up going for. And then yeah, like I said, we're gonna come back to this. And then for the days, I'm just gonna go through and I'm gonna kind of write them in here. This is for the month of February, so that's till January. So the first I ended up feeling productive. Let me actually draw that in here. Because like I said, I do need a backlog. And then for the second, I feel like today and yesterday was pretty productive as well. And then it looks like the third was more neutral. And then let me read. I feel like number 4, day 4 would end up being determined, because it looks like from that I was more determined to kind of figure out how I can do it better and make a better routine for myself. But I do not have anything for day 5, so I am kind of SOL on that one. But yeah, like I said, everything else is going to be more of gonna be fine. I'm not gonna fill any of those up because nothing happened. And then this is all done. And then for my first memory, I'm gonna write down. And then once this month ends, I'm going to end up going through and printing a sticker picture for this. That's going to be great. Okay, so we're all done with my February monthly. Everything's all done. I just wanted to make sure that that vision board got done. So now we're going to go work on the weeklies. I absolutely love this because I can just easily pop everything in and take everything out. I recently got new paper that has no holes. You can see in most of my other pages it has 6 ring holes. I used to have the 6 ring hole already punched in the paper when I buy it. But I think I prefer the discs, or not, it's not disc paper, but it is regular paper where I actually just stamp it, or hole punch it. Jeez. Hole punch it myself and go that way. Let me take out, I'm going to take this one, and I'm also going to take my entire monthly. This one. And I'm going to set them both up. So I can plan like this. First week's done. Second week. Third week. Okay, sick. I have all those, and I think I am going to use this one as a reference. I think that would probably be the best idea, is to use that as a reference. Move this back to the side where it can go. I'm just gonna start. And then I always start on Monday. I prefer to start on Monday because I feel like Sunday is more of an admin day. So that's what I'm gonna mostly work on. So I'm going to start on the 9th. 9, 10, 11. If I go to my nana's on Wednesday, are you coming with me? Mateo?
Yeah?
If I go to my nana's on Wednesday, are you coming with me?
Going where?
My nana's?
Depends.
I don't have class, I don't have work. Depends on what. Fair.
If I have work.
Okay. Are you gonna try and borrow my car if you have work? Get on it. So this week I have Botswana's. This one. Ooh, I have 2 events on this day. I think I'm business.
At cost, 5 is a big deal. With a price lock guarantee, your prices stay the same for 5 years. Say 5 years. 5 years of savings. Just another way we keep you a step ahead.
When you take a class at Lake Valley Ranch, it's in the outlook. You take a class at Valley Ranch. No, you do not. Real pieces of all white and chicken breaded in tortilla chips. Crispy chicken nuggets.
Unfortunately, it's not something I can spend. But I can make it to the second inning. Wow, I made it to the week. For 2 weeks. Soon I will be taking a 15. Just make sure everyone gets water, gets a snack. After I finish planning for next week, that's when I'm gonna go. to go back and double check my work schedule. Do that one. As for this is what we're going to use to fill in. So this is my weekly checklist. Each week I'm also going to do this as well. So I have all of these written down on this. I think I am going to move some of these ones over to this. So not very many. I think I'm going to only do 3. And we will end up doing a budget review later on when I go through my other planners. I do kind of have like a coding key. So my little carrots are, well, the ones that turn up. Yeah. The ones that do this, those ones are going to be my goals. The exclamation points are going to be my tasks. A period is going to be my notes, and a question mark is going to be my questions. I don't think there's anything on the shopping list that I need, but throughout the week this is when I normally fill this out. So honestly, I'm going to start filling this out so I can start using this as a shopping list for whenever I get paid, this one and the week before. But I don't think I need anything this week. Obviously, I'm going to need groceries for next week, so I'm going to think about dinners later on, and I do have my excuse me. I do have my meal planner in this other one as well. Let's go ahead. I do simplify my goal titles because it will take up the entire line if I let it. This one's going to be personal. This one's going to be financial health. This one's going to be skill mastery. This one's going to be professional development. Then I have recreational balance and intellectual growth.
Eating organic is expensive.
Not when you've got surprisingly great prices on delicious organic finds.
Come see for yourself at Sprouts Farmers Market.
Let's get that. This one is going to be I'm great at planning it. I'm not so great at making it. So I'm trying my best to kind of learn. I may do some more lives throughout the weeks as I go because I do want to work more on actually doing the live so I can make sure that my lives are a little bit more professional, a little bit more nice looking, a little bit more prepared. I do have really bad ADHD. I try my best, but sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah, I'm gonna do my expense tracker and kind of focus on what I've been spending on. I do have multiple cards, so I need to make sure I do that for all cards. And then for my personal, stick to it. Because I have a lot of stuff I want to do through the year, and I need to have a really good routine if I'm going to do that. What's the other one? What did I tell you?
What? I didn't say anything.
I I know, but I know you're playing the video game. Sometimes you can't control yourself, sir. I know, but you normally do, so just make sure you don't. Okay? Thank you. Okay, back to recreational balance. I think I'm gonna do this one more as like I'm gonna just do morning jogs. Morning jog. It's okay. It's going on for a little while, so morning. So I'm just gonna go through now and do my workouts. Because you can see last week, not this week, I did want to do my morning jogs. I wanted to start them and kind of get those going, and as well as my workouts. I did not do it. I have a hard time getting myself to go without somebody, and I do need to get I have a hard time going with people and without people, because with people I get distracted unless I'm with like someone that's not my husband. My husband distracts me when I'm working out. But yeah. Monday, Tuesday. Okay, and I think I am going to try my best to stick to the routine of Mondays and Saturdays being a rest day, except for my morning jog. And I think the only day I'm not going to do a morning jog are Tuesdays, which is going to be my cardio and abs day. That's what I want to do, because I really like cardio and abs, so I am hoping that those ones will work. Because I'm supposed to have Tuesdays off as well as Thursdays, so I can kind of spend more time doing these. I think I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna let So I have my morning jogs written down. Now I'm going to go ahead and write down my actual workout days. I think I'm going to be Lou is going to help me kind of figure out. Blue will be my rest days, red will be my workout days. Rest day on Monday, and then rest day on Saturday. And then red will be my actual days. Friday on Sunday. Sick. Okay, I have all those ones done, and then now are my chores, my weekly chores. I'm sorry. Six, 7. No. Monday, Tuesday. I will keep saying that. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, laundry day is on Sunday. Trash day is on Friday. Trash. We don't normally have set days for any of our chores that we do. I just know on Sundays is when we wash laundry, and we just need to make sure we're focusing on folding and putting away our laundry. And then Fridays are trash days. I think I am going to put a repetitive task, which is just feed dogs. I know I always do that, so I just want to make sure that actually gets done. I almost put feed dogs. And normally, the only days I don't feed the dogs are going to be Sundays, so thankfully that actually works out. Hi! Okay. So I have my week planned out. This is going to be my next week, and then... Do I actually want to do those right now? I don't think so. I don't want to do those ones right now, but I am going to set up my journal for next week too. So let me go ahead and set that up. So I'm going to set these aside, and then go ahead and journal. I am wearing shorts, I promise. I'm just a thick-thighed girly. I did complete. I'm going to go through and just kind of... Tomorrow. And today. Friday. I did journal on Wednesday. Did I do homework? No. Do I
supplement plan.
So this is going to be my little to-do box. I think I'm going
Low
to
prices in every aisle.
keep it
Plus, you can
simple.
even save more with digital coupons in the app.
This
And
week,
fuel voices
I don't know
at
exactly what I
$1
want
a
to do
gallon
yet.
a month.
I'm
Discover
thinking
more
about it.
ways to save big. Fries.
But
Fresh for
yeah.
everyone.
Next would be my mood tracker and my. So I think I'm going to put the mood tracker at the top because that's kind of where I want it to stick. It's going to be spelled wrong. I know there's an E, but I'd rather have it even than have it correct. Okay, so there's going to be 3 in each section. Okay. Okay, so I have my little mood thing done. And now I'm just going to do little circles to kind of tell what the month is. I'm going to go through and draw a line and then draw. Yeah, you'll see what I do. Because I'm not going to tell you I'm drawing a line if it is. I've been drawing a lot of lines. Line there. Okay. So up here is where I'm going to draw my little face, and then down here is where I'm actually going to write down what I did. And then I think I'm going to actually do my habits at the top this time. And then do my kind of journal down at the bottom. Actually, I'm going to do weekly reflect, and I'm just going to do that here. Actually, sorry, I'm thinking all kinds of different things. Yes. that. I love GT pens, but some, like, with specific ones, if you haven't used them for a while, they skip. I hate when it does that. It's so frustrating. And then I think I am going to do a wins and a losses here, and then up here I'm gonna do my, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if that's how you spell it, but that's how I'm spelling it, so it's fine. That's cute. I love the red and the black look. It is so sleek and so nice. I'm really debating on changing my rings for my everything binder or everything planner. I think I'm going to switch those to red rings, but I have no idea yet because I don't know how big they are, and my everything binder is pretty big. So I think that's just my main issue. Everything is Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Six. Remember, guys, if you want to ask any questions, feel free to. Very happy to answer any questions that you guys may have. Sorry, I'm trying to see things on the computer really quick because it's not popping up anything. I'm gonna type in the chat. Where'd it go? It's taking its sweet time. Okay, well, I guess whenever it decides it wants to post, it will. If it even does. It's whatever. We'll figure it out. Okay. So I have these, and now I'm going to write down what I want to something I do need to add. I do want face wash. Face correctly. Alrighty. So I am going to actually move to a 15-minute break. You will still hear the background, but I am going to take about 15 minutes. I am going to make sure I put that in the chat as well, that I'll be back soon. But, yep, just give it 15 minutes. Baby, are you still on my live?
Yeah.
Can you see what I'm typing in the chat?
What's that?
Can you see what I'm typing in the chat?
Not yet.
I don't know why it's not popping up.
Remember, it always has a delay.
Even for the chat?
Why?
Because I'm typing it on Instagram. That's where my problem's coming in. Because I don't think I should be having this problem.
Could be wrong. Maybe it could just be my service.
Well, it's not showing up on mine either. That's the problem. Okay, well, I'm going to use the bathroom. not showing the comments that I write.
Did you see all the hearts that I sent?
No, I did not. No. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not showing everything. At least on my live. Because on Streamlabs it doesn't show anything either. But that's because it's not going to show me those things. But at least it stopped sending me notifications that my frames dropped.
It started dropping them from mine.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
No, that's okay. I don't care.
I do open tomorrow. You hear me?
Open at work tomorrow?
Yeah. I go in at 11, but the store actually opens at 11. But this is actually really fun. I like this. It doesn't feel boring and I can actually talk about things.
See, that's what I wanted to do too, but I just never had the right space for it.
You've always had the right space for it. You just feel like you don't. The privacy of a room. Okay. Welcome back, guys. I am back from my little break. I hope all of your guys' little break was good. Only 15 minutes, so should have been okay. Okay. So I did kind of finish up my journal. I just wrote the days of the week on the end of my little mood tracker. But other than that, there wasn't really much that I had to do. I just wanted to finish that. But we are going to actually move to the content planning portion because we are running out of time, unfortunately. For all of the other planner lives, I'm planning on for staying about 4 hours, while this one is going to be only about a 3 hour. At the 3 hour mark, but I am gonna try to do a little bit more consistency, and I think I am gonna probably do weekly lives as well. I feel like the weekly lives would be more beneficial for like weekly planning, so we're not doing that all during the next planner live. So the best idea is thinking of maybe like doing a bi-weekly or a weekly. We'll just have to see. Let me write that down. So, this is the first planner live, so there are some hiccups that we're probably going to have to figure out. Mostly me. I definitely need to figure out what's going on with my system. But, yeah, because hopefully next time I'll be able to show you more of the back side, like the actual things on my laptop, because I think the only thing right now... Actually, let me see if I can do this. Can you guys see this? I know it looks weird. This is my system. I just want to make sure that you guys can see it. Okay. So unfortunately you guys are going to have yourself in the corner. So you're going to be seeing yourself probably... Like it's going to be like a weird little inception moment. But this is my Notion. I am going to share a little bit about my Notion and how I work with my Notion and stuff like that. I do have a lot of tabs open on it currently, as it is currently... I've been working on this for like the past 3 weeks. So it's definitely something that's very important to me. I absolutely love my Notion. I am going to spread it across the screen so you're not looking at yourself, but I can still see the comments. So, if you don't know what Notion is, it is a digital platform that people can use in order to plan, journal, design. I believe there is a website portion where people can actually design their own website. Oh, sorry, you're looking at the wrong thing, not me. Uno momento, por favor. Let me... And I think... I can actually turn this on. Sick. Hold on, give me 2 minutes. I think this is what I'm going to start doing, is just transfer between. I know my laptop camera quality is not the best. I know. And then now let me fix this one. See? You guys can see me now. Let me scoot this over. It is going to take a second for you guys to kind of adjust. Sorry, I know it looked weird, But okay, let me go ahead and grab my Notion again. So now you can see my Notion. You can see me. Hello. It's probably better than looking at a blank notebook that's not paying any attention to anything that's happening. So let me push this to the side a little bit. Push this one a little bit to the side. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Okay. But yes, as I was explaining, this is basically a digital platform that is really good for planning. I love to use this for planning. Sorry, I have this up because I want to see myself. Just because I want to make sure I don't have crazy eyes, which I normally do, so it's okay. But yeah, so for my kind of theme of the year is more of like neutral colors. I really enjoy neutral colors. But for my Notion dashboard, I do mostly have little neutrals. It's so pretty. Ooh. Sorry, my arm needed to stretch. So I do have a couple of different things. I do have my pages throughout. I have the Paper Princess, which is the business that I'm starting. I hope to officially launch in March. Like I did drop a little hint in the beginning. I do have my task archive. I think I'm going to end up taking that down. I don't know if I'm going to keep using that. I do have my content creation, which I definitely will show you because that's something I do want to do tonight. I do have financials. I need to go through and kind of just revamp that one because I do want to have my bills, my savings, and kind of have all that in one place. For school, I will show you that. That's so cool. And I did a lot of like coding in that one. That one's, oh, I love that. Like I mentioned in my goals, I do want to write a book, but I do want to start this year at least with kind of the bones. And then I have travel, and then I have a grimoire on the bottom. So I have all of my focus areas. So you can see I have my personal identity, my intellectual growth, my skill mastery. I actually designed these, by the way. I didn't take the pictures, but I did make them into what they are, like little arches with the titles and stuff on there. I absolutely love it. So these are all of like my main big idea goals, but whenever I click into the actual tab, sorry, give me a second. Started talking fast again. Okay, so I have my personal identity. It will ask what this area is about, the vision I have for it, and how will I get there. So there's daily foundation, homemaking skills, ignore that other one, major life transitions, and the heart of it. So that's basically just all the things that I kind of want to focus on this year. And then, yeah, my husband likes to throw plot twists at me, so I had to redo my goals. So that's why it says end of 2025 plot twist goals. And then I have my personal identity goals. So these were the original goals that were created, while the other ones were the end of 2025 plot twist goals. And then I did break down each quarter. These are like the larger goals for each quarter that I kind of want to. And all I have to do is kind of move those into my quarterly, which I just haven't done, but it's done on here. And then for each one of my sections, that's what it's actually going to be. Then in this little side area next to all of those goals, it's my key milestones and major events that are happening. Things that I'd like to do, things that I have done, things that I haven't. Then I also have my word of the year. So my word of the year is actually script. Because I just want to spend this year building up my life to kind of fulfill exactly what I want to happen in my future. So this is just building up the lifestyle, building up the new beginning that I want to start with me and my husband. And then at the end of the year, I hope to change my word from script to final, as it is the final draft of my life and what I want to be, what I want to continue to push and just grow as. And then I have these three little things that says, what does this word mean to me? Why did I choose the word? that I've chosen, and then what would make me feel like I followed my word of the year. So basically it's just me going through all of my goals, kind of deciphering what I want and what I did do. Oh, sick, I did put my schedule in there. Actually, I need to move this one over. Sick. So yeah, all these are kind of focused. I do need to go through and actually add the dates that I added in my physical planner into this planner. But I do have next week, this month, next month kind of stuff. Ooh, I did that. And then I did not do that. I actually am doing that, so start the new year. Technically I did that. I did that in, yeah. And then these are all of my weeklies. It's not normally this small, it's just this small, so I can end up paying attention to this and your guys' screen. Has it been off of the screen this whole time? No? Oh, okay, it's just because my screen's small. I thought it was hanging off the screen. It took me a second. Go down! My computer doesn't like me. Jesus. Okay. So this is all of my my weekly stuff. Ooh. It took me out and then took me back in. Mateo, I saw you lean your head in, you goof. You can see the exact moment I see you in my camera. That's so bad. You goof. Okay, so I am going to explain what's in my content creation. So I do have my ideas. So I have 4 categories basically in there. I have my ideas, my film, what ideas I have filmed, what ideas I have edited, and what ideas I have posted. Obviously all of my ideas are just ideas as of right now. I haven't filmed or posted or edited anything, but I am hoping to start doing that more soon. That's something I would definitely be into doing. PPL. But this is my post calendar. There's a lot of different things on here. So I have kind of my promoting my PPL, which is the party or planning party live, planner party live, and then I have my planner party live here. So yeah, I have that, and then I have it in a table form, so it's going to show you all the table ideas, all of my content by type. So this is going to be long form videos, or short video clips, stories, short form videos, reels, photos. So the reels are going to be more of like 5 minutes, the short form is going to be at least 1 minute, and then the long form is going to be 20 minutes and over. So yeah, a reel is anything over a minute, short form is going to be anything under a minute, and then long form is going to be anything over 20. So yeah, and then I think I might as well I think the video clips is just for regular video clips. But yeah, that's exactly how my thing looks. I am going to show you the last couple ones. By platform, I have Instagram, Lemon8, Pinterest, Threads, TikTok, YouTube. So I have those, and then I also have by account type. This was my planner in business. I'm obviously not going to make one for my personal, but I am going to have a lifestyle account. I think that's going to be the 2 accounts that I have, maybe a gaming. I know I do have a gaming TikTok. I don't have a gaming Instagram or anything like that, so I think the only thing is I'm going to be posting on TikTok and maybe YouTube. But YouTube is probably just going to be for VODs. Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm interested in. That's a lot of stuff. But yeah. And then I think I do, when I start writing books, I have an author account. Yeah, I have everything already set up for me for later because of the things that I want to be doing. But yeah, so these are all the content creation. I'm going to take those down. And then my promoting PPL, my 4-day countdown. And then as you can see, this is October 2025. This is what I did for prepping. And then I had these, which is going to be the context. And this is going to happen for all of my planner party lives. This is, you can create templates on here. That's what I did for this one. I ended up creating a template. So I have the context of exactly what's in this page, the kind of promo that I want to have if I actually did it, slightly late post mentioning the next PPL, and see, as it says, Saturday, February 28th. I think that is going to stay the day. We don't have a time yet. The time is going to be whenever I get my work schedule. So it may be in the morning, it may be later at night, it really depends, but you will have a heads up at least 2 weeks before. So if you guys do want to show up, I am going to try and post it 2 weeks before, and I'm going to try and stay consistent throughout this entire month so you guys won't miss it. It's okay if we're late, it doesn't matter. I was like, being late, literally nothing. Okay, let me go ahead and go back to my dashboard so I can show you the rest of my items. I am going to end in about 10 minutes, so I'm just kind of explaining everything, and then I'll go through later. And I think I'll probably end up filming a couple of videos on how I do that, and work on my planner and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to focus on later. Maybe this week, I think I'm probably going to go Sunday. No, because I need to do homework on Sunday. Sometime this week I'm going to end up filming a couple of videos on my planners and break those down and go more in depth into each of my planners, and they're going to be long. Unfortunately, I took a good amount of time doing those, and then I may end up doing my weekly. I'm gonna think about it if I want to do weekly lives to kind of prep for the next live, and we'll test that and see how that goes. Because I think the next live would end up being in the next 2 weeks. Because 3 weeks. In the next 3 weeks. And then as for the Paper Princess, I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't have anything in here yet. It's just my little products. So when I do actually go through, I'm going to have product names, if it's in a pack, how many pages, what the name of the pack is. So like if I have like a goals package, it's going to have yearly, yearly and the monthly goals throughout the year, goal pages. So it's going to be, I believe, the brainstorm and the actual goals, and like the vision boards. So I'll end up going through and kind of figuring that out later as well. The price range, and if it's on the website, and then when the last time I reviewed the actual document was. I think that's really good. I am going to work more on that and kind of creating a thing to keep updated on any of my actual website stuff. Then for financials, I don't have anything that's mine in here, so that's why I'm showing you. There's just so much stuff in here, which is why I kind of want to get rid of it and just make my own and do my own things. This is the only thing I do want to keep, because this is really nice. I don't have any of these cards. I ended up using a free template, and this was on there. I don't think it's their real cards. I think it's just an estimate, and then I don't have any of these subscriptions or memberships. And then, yeah, you can see that there's a lot of stuff on here. A lot of it that doesn't really need to be focused on, especially if I have my papers as well. It's not something I really would be interested in. But my school one, I'm so proud of my school one. Look how pretty she is. Look how pretty! So this is for my spring classes. I have my quick notes here, which I linked them myself. And then all of my things look like this. It's going to have the class, it's going to have all of the information, it's going to have a class description, it's going to have my assignments, and then this is for my notes. So literally, I click on it, I do my notes, whatever, go back to spring classes. And then I have like helpful resources. I have that as a page. Let's go ahead and take this and turn it into a new tab so I don't have to go through that again. So in this I have school stuff, and then I have Anna's Archive and like things you can do, just about all that stuff. I do actually have my I blinked. This is going to be my APA 7 textbook for my class. And then for all of my classes, these are my assignments. I do need to add my assignment trackers on here. That's something I do need to do. I'll end up writing those down in a second. No, I'm gonna end up doing it now. Okay, so I did write down all of my assignments. Then I have book writing, travel. For my book writing, I just have specific things for that I got as templates. For travel, I don't have anything in there. I think I'm going to use something kind of like my current page that I designed for travel. So I think I'm going to end up doing that and have like a calendar in there kind of describing that. But yeah, that is my Notion. Yeah. And then I love Winnie the Pooh, so I have them because my husband also loves Star Wars. So I thought that was so cute. That was so perfect. Oh, and this cute little thing, this is actually like my life span. Like, the year's 10% over from what it says. This quarter's 42%, or we have 42% left of the quarter, we have 25% left of the month, and for the week we have 84%, or 84% of the week done. And I have 23% of my life done. So yeah, I thought that was just cute. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for staying on the live. I appreciate it. So much love. I am going to post more consistently, and I am going to work on thinking about doing a weekly live. I will let you know the week of. Mateo, stop it. I'm going to let you know more the week of, and hopefully I am able to fix the problems that I'm currently having with my computer. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and sitting around watching me plan. Hopefully you were able to get your planning done as well. You guys have a great night. My phone is at 74.